Powered by Riverside.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your host, Dominic Doherty, and Drew Fazy. He's somewhere over there somewhere, at least on this recording for me.
And we are your local guys.
Awesome. Joining us today is a very special guest. We have Erin Thompson of the Ocean City Pink Hair Movement. She is also the program director for the cancer support community here in New Jersey, aka the Gildas Club. So Erin, thank you so much for coming on and joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh man, she's obviously never listened to the show. She's excited to be here.
Hi, Drew.
Thanks for being with us.
Awesome. So Erin, why don't you take a little bit, take a second and tell us about, before we get into the pink hair and your connection here to Ocean City, let's know a little bit about what you do with the cancer support community here in New Jersey, especially with being October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month and just Cancer Awareness Month in general.
Absolutely. So the cancer support community opened up as Gildas Club about 23 years ago. We opened in Atlantic City. We moved a few times, but we've always been committed to serving South Jersey. So our main location is in Linwood, but we have several off-site partnerships with different hospitals and cancer centers in the region. So we offer psychosocial support for people who are living with cancer, their caregivers, people who've lost someone to cancer. And we do that through a variety of different activities. We offer professionally led support groups, both for patients and for caregivers and bereaved. We offer healthy lifestyle workshops, things like yoga, meditation, managing anxiety, healthy cooking workshops. We offer educational lectures, different healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses who come and give a talk on their area of expertise in a very casual setting where people can ask a lot of questions and get answers that help them kind of manage what living with cancer is. And then just really, our goal is to build community, to get people together so that they realize that they're not alone as they go through this.
That's awesome. It definitely, I don't know anyone who hasn't had cancer touch their life in some way, and it affects so many people. For you to be out there and providing that level of support and letting people know they're not alone in their battle is truly amazing. So thank you for that. And then
yeah, it's great. I mean, we started just in southeastern New Jersey in the most 8 southeastern counties. And in those 23 years, we've expanded to include the entire state. So through the hospital and cancer center partnerships, plus a really robust virtual program, we're able to serve anybody living with cancer in the whole state of New Jersey. And we happen to be, our main location is right here in our backyard.
That's awesome. And
Erin,
South
you've
Jersey, been with,
spreading the
started
love.
out
That's
at
what we love to hear.
Gildas Club. You've been with them for all 23 years?
I have. I was hired before we opened our doors right out of graduate school. I started working for them and we opened our doors a few months later. And I've been there ever since.
Wow. That's crazy. It looks like we lost Drew, but we'll let him know to come back in here. So in addition to this busy schedule you have, taking care of the residents in New Jersey here with cancer, you also work very closely with the pink hair movement here in Ocean City. Tell us a little bit about what that is, because I've noticed recently there's a lot of people walking around with pink hair.
Yeah, so pink hair started with a beloved teacher and coach. Her name was Mackenzie Helfenstein. Everyone referred to her as Coach H. And she battled breast cancer for over 10 years. And she taught in the community. So a lot of the students that have grown up in Ocean City schools have watched Mackenzie go through her cancer treatments. And she was just a great teacher, a great coach. she really showed the community how to like keep moving, and she was strong and had a great attitude and never let it get her down. And even at times when it did, she used it as a lesson for the kids and for her student athletes. So when she was living with cancer, she liked the idea of the pink hair extensions. So she did it for a couple years and donated the money to Gilda's Club. When she passed, I think maybe 1 year went by when they didn't do it, but then her family decided to pick it up, do it in her memory, make it bigger and better every year. And they asked us to get involved at Gilda's Club. And so we did. We were, so grateful to be the beneficiary of this movement. And now there's a true partnership between our organization and Mackenzie's family. And so we've trademarked the Ocean City, New Jersey pink hair movement. And we're bigger and better than ever. Every year we've got, bigger goals in terms of fundraising and just partnering with the local community to raise awareness about the organization.
That's awesome. It's so cool that you guys were able to form that partnership, especially with the reach that you have, and a way to honor, Coach H's legacy. That's great. So, I've seen a lot of kids and adults and people just around town with their pink hair extensions. Where were you today? You were somewhere special today, you said?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we started before October, before the start of Breast Cancer Month. We started in September out at St. Augustine's Prep. So we really, have quite a competition between some of the local schools and the Ocean City schools, because right off the bat, in like a 3-hour football game, they raised $1,600 through pink hair. So it was pretty amazing. So once we started officially on the island, we had a lot of work to do. We've been already at Ocean City Primary School during all the school lunches. We actually held an assembly at the high school, followed by doing pink hair that day at the school lunches there. Today we were at the intermediate school. We are at so many different like field hockey games, soccer games, football games. I mean, we're everywhere. Tomorrow we'll be at the high school for the homecoming game. So this weekend we'll be up on the boardwalk. And, there's just so many opportunities to be in front of people and to raise awareness and raise funds that it's fun. It's a lot. There's a lot of events, but it's such a great cause and people get so excited about it. Like you said in the beginning, everybody is touched by cancer in some way. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got somebody that they love who's either living with it or that they've lost. And it's just a great way to kind of be a part of something bigger than yourself.
So where will you be on the boardwalk this weekend, pray tell?
Go ahead, Drew.
I was just asking where you're going to be on the boardwalk.
Yeah, so
Erin.
this weekend, the kids craft. Yep, the kids craft fair is up on the boardwalk this weekend, so we'll have a table there. We will also be, I think, down at Chickies and Pete's. We've got a great advocate in Jen Dwyer and her husband Todd, so they're letting us set up a table in front of their shop on Saturday and Sunday. But we'll be at the kids craft fair, and I think that will be a very busy event for us.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So that's Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Music Pier.
Hopefully he'll come back in.
You lost me again?
Yeah, you're cutting out, Drew. We're not getting a good connection from you today. The carrier
I don't
pigeon
know
you
what's
got
going
running
on.
your internet it's carrying that signal slow. But no, what Drew was trying to say was the kids craft fair. If you follow us on social media, you don't need to hear me say it again. It's Saturday, October 11th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Music Pier. When Erin and some of her partners came to us and said, hey, could we set up here? Or when we asked them to set up there, they said sure, and we were more than thrilled to have them come. Just another reason to get people in. And again, all that money that's raised goes back to the Gilda's Club or the Cancer Society, correct? Did I say that right? Cancer Supports Community.
Cancer Support Community. Yeah, all of our programs are free of charge. We're as true grassroots of a nonprofit as you can possibly get. But free is expensive. And, nobody that walks through our doors is charged a cent. We don't take health insurance. We are a free community service. and all of the programs are offered free of charge. So we raise a lot of money in order to make that happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now for the pink hair, Drew has mentioned that he wants to get an extension. What's the typical donation to get a pink hair extension?
That's a great question. It's $10 per strand. And we accept Venmo and cash and checks and, anything else. We barter goods. No, we don't, but we would. Anything to sell a pink hair strand, but it's $10. The money goes right back into our community, which is what I love about it. Born and raised in Ocean City and working here. The money that we do, all of the efforts that we do to raise funds go right back to support our own neighbors, our own teachers, our own, community, which is the best part of all of it.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And especially when you have an organization like the Cancer Support Community that, as you just mentioned, is completely free. A lot of people, when they get that diagnosis, struggle with bills, struggle with loss of work, struggle with funds. So, those $10 hair extensions, while it may not be a lot to you, it makes a big difference to the people who are battling cancer and going through that fight right now.
Yeah. And I would say, as an oncology social worker, I think the toughest part for people, obviously the physical treatment is so hard, but the emotional and social aspects of dealing with the cancer diagnosis can be so tough. Things like anxiety, depression, fear of recurrence, all of these things are real for people, even through survivorship. So that's the part of cancer that we deal with. That's the part that we specialize in. And that's, about building community so people realize, it's normal. It's normal to feel all of those things and they don't have to go through it by themselves.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm trying to think if I have any other questions for you. I mean, it's a very lighthearted episode, but at the same time, it's, there's so much meaning behind it. And there's, your message and everything that you do. It's just so important and so valuable here. And it's so cool that it's right here in our backyard, and that, while we're donating and things are, those resources are going everywhere, the heart of it is right here, in South Jersey. So that's great.
So I was driving in and out.
We're happy to partner with anybody. Mm-hmm.
I was just going to ask, I may have missed this, what your goal is for the month, Erin.
That's a great question. I mean, we we set our expectations pretty high every year. We always try to double, but the bigger we get, the harder that goal becomes. But we have, in the 3 previous years, we have doubled what we've made the year before. So last year we made $10,000. So if we made 20, that would be amazing. I don't know that we can do it. I hope we can, because people can donate anything. They don't have to get the pink hair strand. Sometimes, we just have the bucket out at the events and somebody will walk by and put a $20 bill in it or a $100 bill in it. And, tell us a story about somebody that they lost, or somebody that, a family member that's a survivor, and they're just touched by what we're doing and they give back in that way. If a local business wants to participate or be a sponsor, they're welcome to. So we will look forward to partnering any way we can, just to, create awareness and raise money. And this effort specifically, we've kind of earmarked this money to get back into Ocean City High School to do support groups every month. Prior to COVID, we had a teen program, and we actually had a grant for a teen program manager who went into 12 area high schools every single month and ran support groups for the teens who were touched by cancer. It was an amazing program. Every year we had a huge conference out at Stockton. We had a writing contest, an art contest. I mean, we had such a robust program. And then after COVID, we didn't have that funding. We weren't back in the schools. And the pink hair movement has kind of given us the momentum to get back in. And because it started in Ocean City, our first school to get back in is Ocean City, and we're totally lined up to do that. And I think that makes it even more heartfelt. These are the kids that are living on this island and coming from, the surrounding areas, and they're all touched by cancer, and they want to be with other kids who understand what that's like. They want that support. And so they might be sitting in the support group with their peers who they may not otherwise have hung out with or ever talked to, but cancer is the common denominator. And as sad as that is, it's pretty powerful when they're in that group together. And all of our groups are facilitated by licensed mental health professionals. So it's not, just peer led or it's a professionally led group. And the kids really do get the support and the education that they need to get through it.
And that's the population that
Drew's
probably
talking,
needs the support
but
the
no,
most, right?
That's true. Go ahead. Sorry, Drew, you're cutting out, but that is pretty powerful. The way it's awesome how you take an adverse event in someone's life and turn it around into something positive to bring them together. And like you said, sometimes people who may not even ever talk to each other or never hang out now are bonding and creating that community, like you said. So in addition to Chickies and Pete's this weekend, the homecoming game, the Creative Kids Market, where else can people find you throughout the month?
Yeah. We're going to be in Upper Township at Caldwell Park all day Saturday too. For all of their football games. We'll be there from like 2 to 8 o'clock. We are also going off the island next week into Linwood, the Linwood Panthers and Mainland High School, our rivals. And I always said it would be great to have like the thermometer outside of our clubhouse in Linwood of Ocean City and Mainland, the competition, but in this way to raise money instead. So we'll see what they can do. Egg Harbor Township, Holy Spirit, we're going to their football games. So we have a ton of events coming up. We're happy to add more. It's always just about raising more money, and there's a lot of volunteers who jump in and want to help.
That's awesome. So if someone is interested in hosting a pink hair event, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Honestly, they can shoot me an email. It's just Erin at CSCNJ, which stands for Cancer Support Community New Jersey.org. Or they can, Google the Linwood Clubhouse and give me a call. But I'd be happy to, figure out the best way to partner. It doesn't even have to be an event. It can be something else. But the more, the merrier. I mean, we're always looking to, partner with more people and to grow it every single year. And so far we've been able to.
That's awesome. Well, again, if you're looking to get involved or you're looking to partner and bring the pink hair movement to your event, or just a way to give back and support this awesome cause and this, this awesome organization here, right here in South Jersey, it's Erin, ERIN, at cscnj.org. So again, that's Erin at cscnj.org. Erin, we're really excited to have, your volunteers up there at the Creative Kids Market. And, we're looking forward to a great event, and we're looking forward to, helping you double your funds. That's the goal, and that's what we're going to get to. So we really appreciate it, the opportunity to host you and have you. We're very grateful.
Thank you. I'm grateful as well. It's been a great opportunity to spread the word and, get it out there. And, again, like just as somebody who was born and raised here and now working in this community, it feels great to kind of have that synergy with your program and give back and let everybody know what's going on in our local community.
Awesome. Well, Drew, let's hopefully you can get in here. Your video's clear, Drew. Anything you want to say to wrap this up real fast?
Erin, thanks for coming on. Thanks for all that you do for all the people out there that are going through what they're going through.
Thank you, Drew. I kind of heard you and I think I understood what you said. So I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate that. I know that I've known you a long time, and I know that you do appreciate our organization and the work that we do and support it. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's get out there, let's get some pink hair, and let's support this great cause. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. Peace.
Thank you.